It took you 2 days to ask how long I'd wear this for. Not offended, just curious. Funny how you'd never seen me be so political. Didn't know what that might feel like. You just want to be useful again. Your privilege is forgetting. The bodyguard that muffles and comforts. I am only ever this. Was only ever treated as such. Have you ever been considered fundamentally flawed by the law you cling to for a shield at 4 a.m, hoping they're too busy waiting chip bag vinegar to notice you're paying too much attention to the pavement to punch back? Ever switched stations to hear people who don't understand you debate how much you'll be given like a dog they'd rather starve than resort to feeding it from the table? No. Because you've never been disgusting, immoral, or illegal. But all my love stories are bruised by those who made me synonymous with illness. It's just a symbol. But it's begun to unclench this clenched church from the land, usurping those who made me an unprosecuted criminal before I was old enough to tie my shoelaces. Those who, at their most liberal, are offended by the doing, the homosexual act, because we're far from individual when we're brought to just that, reduced to the nurture in our nature by God's words writ in man's hands, but our speaking, on the other hand, is a water language, wet with delicate movement of new noise. Listen as unconstitutional and agenda becomes, will you? And I do. And yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. Tell me then how books are waterproof, free from tide-waiting shores of some homesick sailor. Your saviour is a shepherd, and see how poets use a different pen. Because that lends itself to succeed, so that we might seep the seeds of another struggle, because if rivers fall from diverse discourse, then surely we have neck left yet to lift our heads from reflections and seek through the storm. Otherwise, this wet language dies. We forgot there was ever a tongue in the first place.